Hello, what is up, guys? Lord Beerus here from the Celestial Avengers. This is for season 62, and today we are facing off against X-Men, Phoenix, and the bands are Apocalypse, Ghost Rider, Shadra, Sim Supreme, and Hood. I'm a little sick right now, so my voice could be a little weird, so just hang around with me. So, yeah, today my team is Spiral and the newest Spider-Man, which we call the Indian Spidey, and Passion as well. So yeah, actually I got Spider-Man the day this war started, so it was pretty new for me. I had to do some practice matchups, but it was not too hard against the cosmic defenders that I'm gonna take with him. So watch out for that later. So starting off today, I'm on part 2, and the first fight is Quicksilver. So this is a very easy fight with Bastion because he has that pursuit on his heavy. He actually has that on his first hit, so Quicksilver can't create when he's parried and attacked. So yeah, that's nice to have. Only thing to look after in this fight is that he gains that prowess, and if I get hit with his specials, he's gonna do a lot of damage, which I was not worried about because I was pretty good with Dex's new special 1. I still can't Dex a special 2 though, so I have to watch out for that. So yeah, just drop my special 2 and then drop a big special 1 and hit that. So I got my special 2 there, and then I go for my special 1 with a disintegration, and it's almost shot to 10%. I just didn't want to beat special 2, so I just go for it and kill him. This war had like a lot of alternate fights using Bastion, so I was not running Suicide for this one. Because like every other fight was Bastion, like one fight is a different champ and then Bastion fight, so I was like, I'll save it up for the later fights or the harder fights. So for this fight, this is Hyperion on node 11, and I'm using Mystic Spidey here. My original plan here was use Spiral, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna use the new Spider-Man, so I get a good rhythm with him for the next hard fight that I'm gonna do, which I totally messed up with my master race, which you'll see why. So this is the first fight I'm doing with the new Spider-Man. Everyone keeps calling him Pavitr&Spiral or something, so his actual pronunciation in India it's Pavitr&Spiral. So yeah. So here the plan is just to not let him do a special 3, and then pretty much I mute him with my special 2 once I get enough spider seal buffs on him. But somehow I was parrying there when I meant to dash back, and then I put a special 1 into block, which is hard to punish if it's in the block anyway. So I was not worried about that. So here I had only 6 spider spins on him, so I was trying to build up a little more so I can just nuke him with a big special 2. So here when he dashes at me, I throw a quick special 1 and build up my spider senses on him, spider seal buffs on him. I'm almost at maximum spider seal buffs, which is 20. So here I'm gonna go for a special 2, have 20 spider seal buffs on him, so this is gonna kill him. So I have big burst damage, which was almost 300k. So it was an easy fight, even though I was cornered from the start, but not too much to worry about. So for the next fight, this was a weird matchup. I was not really sure, but then so yeah, I'm doing Thanos on path 9 section 2, which is node 27, which is hazard shift, cold snap, and poison. Yeah, it's cold snap and poison. So I'm using Bastion here. So Bastion having a class disadvantage, I was a little bit worried, and he has a lot of hits on his special 1. But then I remembered the tactic gives him the endurance, which helps him counter the unstoppable. So I can just go in with my attack. Doesn't matter how many hits I do, I have the unstoppable counter against Thanos. So yeah, this fight turned out to be much easier than I thought it would go. So I wasn't gonna bait his special 2 in this fight. I would have been fine if I baited his special 2s, but I just didn't want to push him to 2 bars. In case I mess up, he's gonna do a lot of damage because I'm tech and he's cosmic, and he has a lot of damage on his special 2. So here I try to build up my infection charges. I'm almost at max charges or 30 charges, not max. So I drop my special 2 there. Now I'm just waiting for him to throw that special 1, which he throws. So here I go for heavy because I think my endurance was falling off, so I was just making sure I have an unstoppable counter when I throw my special 1. So here I throw a special 1, but he got his protection, so it didn't do much damage, but the first 2 hits did a good amount of damage. So this fight is going smooth. Once I got into the rhythm and I saw that Bastion is doing good damage, I was like, yeah, I just have to play it slow and safe, and he would die eventually. So I was just waiting a special 1, punish it with heavy sometimes, and then drop my special 1, which do a lot of burst damage. Even without the infection or the furies, I still managed to put him down to 25% now. Just one more special 1 and he should die. I have a really bad throat right now, so yeah, my voice is literally like very high, low pitch actually. So yeah, I drop my special 1 and Thanos dies there. Yeah, so that was an easy fight. I was worried for nothing, but it is good to worry about some fights just in case you don't mess it up and you are prepared for anything that could go wrong in the fight. So next up I had this A model Abomination, which was on Note 36, which is Hazard Shift, Shock, no not Shock, it's Incinerate and Bleed. And then Abomination also has his poisons, which Bastion takes no damage from, so yeah, nothing much to worry about here. He also has that damage reflection whenever I hit him while he's stunned, so I was just playing this mostly like stun event, but at the end I just go for it. So here I try to build some infection on him before I start attacking him, so I don't get those incinerate debuffs on me at start. So yeah, now I slowly build up my infection charges on him, just waiting to throw a special 1. Even in this fight I was only trying to bait special 1 because it's just safer. I can go for special 2, but there I messed it up. My endurance fell off and he got unstoppable, but thankfully he didn't punish me there, so that was nice. It wouldn't have killed me, but yeah, that could have been a lot of potions for me for the next fight. So here I drop my special 2 and then punish his heavy with my heavy, and then drop a big special 1, which puts him down to 10% almost. Now I'm trying to bet special 1 here, or maybe not, I just go for my special 1 again, which kills him thankfully. So yeah, he's dead. Now the path fight's over. This was a big war for me. I had 9 fights in this war, so yeah, I still have 5 more fights to do. I tried to do all my fights on day 1 because my cold was just starting and it could only get bad or worse from there. Like right now I'm really messed up, my voice is messed, I can't breathe through my nose is blocked, I can barely speak, but I'm just trying to keep it normal and simple. So yeah, for this fight I'm using the new Spidey against the Dark Phoenix on Note 38. I think this is why they banned Hood and the other Mystic champions. I can't remember which ones, but yeah, I think that was the target here. But I had new Spideys. He does Dark Phoenix really well, and I also had Wax for this fight, so I can just keep her below 1 bar of power for the whole fight. But I then messed up a thing, you might not have noticed it yet, but I had the suicides on in this fight, and that those suicides are not like the normal suicide setup as well. Those are like bastion specifics. Like I'm not having like max MD or anything. I just have 1 point in MD, and then it was doing a lot of damage. So I was like, I just have to kill her before the uh, recoils or the poison damage kills me. So I just go for the big nuke with his rotation. Like the Spider-Man's rotation is drop special ones, power steal from Dark Phoenix, and then build up to 20 Spider Seal buffs on Dark Phoenix, and then drop a big special to that pretty much kills. Which I do drop it here, but she got her protection. But even though with protection, that still did like 280k damage, which almost killed her. But it didn't cancel her second life or immortality or whatever it's called. But I was not worried. She was almost down, and I just really get into killing her. So yeah, this was my 6th, or not, it was my 5th fight. So after this fight, I made sure to type in the chat that I have to turn off suicides after this next fight that I'm doing, which is gentle on node 41. Again, I'm using Bastion here. So this was a pretty much alternate fight between Bastion and then other attackers on my team. So I just heal up a little. This was an easy fight because it's gentle and his only one trait is unstoppable, which then Bastion is tactic. So once I drop a heavy, it's gonna counter his unstoppable. So nothing to worry about in this fight. I was just checking out my boost. I was trying to utilize maximum power back boost. I was running low on the tech boost, so I was like, I have to use one power back boost for the Bastion fights for the whole run, which was not too bad. So yeah, this fight is a pretty simple fight. I just have to watch out for the root timer and the block charges. On the 10th hit, his hit gets unblockable, so I just have to keep an eye on that. I do think I take a special 2 from him somewhere in the fight. I can't remember exactly when. So here I get rooted and I take 2 hits like an idiot standing there. And there I go for a weird heavy counter, which was really bad for me, but still somehow he dashes into me and then I connect the second hit of the heavy. So there I go, drop my special 2. Special 2 still do a lot of damage, by the way, like by itself without having any burst. It still does like a big damage. Then I drop my special 1. He's almost down there, so I was like, one more special 1 should kill him. I think 3 dies here with that special 1. So yeah, this was the 6th fight. I took some damage here, but yeah, I didn't take the special 2. I don't know where I was getting that from, so I didn't get hit by special 2 at least. So yeah, for the next fight, again it's this one is Maestro on node 43. Yeah, so node 43, which is Hazard Shift, Incinerate and Shock, which is like with Spiral, basically with Spiral, when you have her awakened and high signals, poison, Incinerate and Shock damage after like certain fervors accordingly with your 6. So I turned off my suicides, turned back on my normal mastery setup, and then I hate fighting Maestro. I know it's an easy fight, but I just don't like to fight him. It's like I hate certain champions which do damage even though you are not getting hit. So this is a simple fight. There you can see I had maximum fervors there, so I was taking no hazard shift debuffs on me. Oh, there I took some. I spoke to earlier. So the plan was just to drop my special 1s. They do a lot of damage on those laser beam attacks, and then bait out the special 2 as much as I can. So here he got his maximum whatever it's called, which does some damage when I'm close to him. Cosmic radiation. Yeah. So yeah, it's not doing that much damage. I just have to heal a little bit because I still had one more fight after this with Spiral. So this fight is pretty much over. I took like 23% health, which is not a big deal. So for the next fight, again it's a Bastion fight, which is Captain Britain on Note 46. So I heal up my Bastion, and then I also had Wax for this fight. It was a rank 3 Captain Britain, so it was a really simple fight. Once I get enough infection charges on her, she's gonna place very minimum like her neuroshock debuffs on me. So I think in this fight I throw on a power start 1 boost. I was checking on the Wax first, the Wax spray fight, which I didn't really need, but there was some extra Wax, so I was like, yeah, why not? So just make sure the Wax was placed, and then I go in, add suicides on this fight, which was like the 5th time I'm switching my masteries. Which is why I had to mention it in the chat that I have to turn them off again for the next fight. I could have played this a little differently and not with corner, but I'm like comfortable getting cornered with fights. Like you have seen the Spider-Man fight earlier with Hyperion, I was cornered, so I'm not worried about getting cornered. So here I build up my infection and then talk a big special too. Not too big, but still did some damage. So here I go for a heavy and then talk a special one, which does a lot of damage. She's down to 30% now. So here I do a mistake. I got hit from her first. That was the first mistake, and then I quickly go for the special one, which pushed her to 3 bars, but I knew that she was gonna die from this special one. So yeah, that worked out well, but was a very risky move. If she threw a special 3, I would have died probably, or maybe I would have been really low and had a lot of neuros sticking me off. So yeah, this was the last fight. This was the Serpent. So I brought Spiral specifically for this fight, and also the Maestro. In this war, I pretty much took every cosmic defender, like the big cosmic defenders there's in the game. Like I've taken Thanos, I've taken Maestro, I've taken Hyperion, now I'm taking Serpent as well. Also Dark Phoenix, if I didn't already mention that. So here I had my PS1 from the last fight, so I quickly dropped my special one. I was not worried about this fight. I mean, my Spiral is rank 4 and she's 200, so Serpent is not gonna do anything to her. But I do get intercepted with a special one from there in the fight, which takes off some of my health, but yeah, which is nothing too much to it. I can just block his specials as well, because with a high 6 she regens some of those block hits as well. So I baited very less specials from him, like I was just power stealing constantly from Serpent. I just tried to not parry him, and even if I use my blades, which would passively stun him, even the passive stun would get reflected from that node, which I learned from a friend. So yeah, thanks to him. Also thanks to him for the thumbnail for this fight, or for this video. His thing, I've mentioned it before, he helps me with a lot of stuff these days. So yeah, there I get special intercepted with Serpent, and it did do some damage, but I'm still at 66% and he's almost down. So 1 or 2 more specials and he has probably. So I was stealing his power very often, and then I just dropped my last special one here, I think. and I wait for the ruptures to do the damage, and then I take a block hit from him when his immortality comes up, so he just drops down dead. So yeah, that's the fight over for me. This was a huge war, a 9 fight war for me, and thankfully I didn't die to any of those fights, even though I did mess up the Dark Phoenix with the poison or the suicide setup, which was good. And here I don't know why I showed the BG score, which was we did ended up having a donut on BG2 and BG3 as well. So GG's to them, and our final score was 150 to 3 deaths, and BG2 and BG3 didn't die. So yeah, GG's to both of the BGs, and also BG1. They did really well in the first war. It was just some fights didn't go as well as they were planned, and I did manage to get the MVP, second place in the war. So yeah, drop a like if you like the video and the fights, and I will try to post more videos with the new Spidey that I have recently ranked 4th in the war. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.